Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty the Sultan sends a cable of condolences to custodian of the two holy mosques on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Saud bin Faisal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Sultan Qaboos Mosque in the Wilayat of Nakhal in the Governorate of South Batna is opened. And fierce airstrikes and clashes take place in Yemen hours before an awaited humanitarian truce. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of condolences to custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Saud bin Faisal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, Minister of State, member of the Council of Ministers, advisor and special envoy of the custodian of the two holy mosques, and supervising the foreign affairs. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs issued a statement saying that with hearts believing in the fate, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Sultanate of Oman expresses profound condolences on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Saud bin Faisal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, Minister of State of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, member of the Council of Ministers, advisor and special envoy of the custodian of the two holy mosques, and supervising the foreign affairs and former foreign minister. The ministry requests the Almighty to bestow on the deceased mercy and forgiveness, and to house him in heaven, and to give his family and kins patience and fortitude. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Takia Elbije Dorok of Mongolia on his country's National Day. Signed by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Excellency Nasser bin Hamoud Al-Kindi, Secretary General of the Royal Court Affairs, opened the Sultan Qaboos Mosque in Nakhal. The mosque can accommodate more than 3,200 worshippers. More details with Saif bin Khalfan Al-Kindi in the following report.
Sultan Qaboos Mosque at Nakhal in South Batina Governorate is a great building located in the middle of the wilaya. Appears from a long distance with its 48 meters long minarets and a big decorated dome in the middle of the mosque. Honorable Engineer Salim bin Saeed Al-Ghattami, member of State Council, appreciated the opening of the Jamia in the wilaya. He said,
"Today we are very happy and were very pleased to attend the opening of this very huge mosque, which has been built by the directive of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Saeed Sultan Oman. And attending this huge mosque, of course, it's the biggest mosque in the wilaya. Beside, it's a very large praying hall, but also consists of so many other sections in which other people can attend, like classrooms, praying hall for ladies, and other facilities.
During the opening of Sultan Qaboos Mosque at Nakhal, the Imam prayed to Allah to protect His Majesty the Sultan and to bless him for his efforts for taking care of such unique projects and to enrich him with long life and health. The mosque has been built in a land space of about 92,267 square meters with a total building area of 5,826 meters. The whole space covers about 3,200 worshippers. Talking about the architectural features of the mosque, Engineer Krishna Prasad, one of the project team members, pointed out.
This mosque, basically it is developed in 800,000 square meters with 5,500 meters square built-up area, which has a main prayer hall of 43 meters by 43 meters, capable of 2,590 worshippers can pray at a time. And it has a ladies prayer hall and a multi-purpose hall and a Sahan arcade, main entrance foyer. These are all done with the carpet flooring.
Meanwhile, the mosque has some other facilities such as a lady prayer hall that can accommodate more than 363 worshippers. It also consists of a library and 3 classes, as well as a lecture multi-purpose hall for educational purposes. During the event, the residents of Nakhal appreciated the directives of His Majesty the Sultan and his great efforts to establish the unique building in this wilaya. Sultan Qaboos Mosque at Nakhal is a great building with a unique style and well-established and Omani architectural aspects, as well as many other facilities. Saif Al-Kindi for English News, Nakhal.
Still to come in our news bulletin. The holy month of Ramadan represents a golden opportunity for government and private units to do welfare campaigns that reflect social solidarity among society members. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. And now for the international world, Yemen's main warring factions endorsed a UN-brokered humanitarian truce from midnight today, although heavy fighting on the ground and Arab coalition airstrikes carried on relentlessly. The week-long truce will end at the same time as the Muslim holy month of Ramadan and aims to get aid to some 21 million Yemenis. All sides said they hoped a full ceasefire would follow. The Houthis shelled residential areas in the southern port of Aden overnight and pushed further into Yemen's eastern Hadramaut desert, the center of the country's modest oil resources. Fighting tribal militiamen, the coalition campaign of airstrikes targeted the capital Sana'a today and hit mainly central and southern cities overnight. The party of Yemen's ex-president Ali Abdullah Saleh, whose loyalists in the military have been a major ally in the Houthis' advance in Yemen's south, also welcomed the pause in fighting. The Iran nuclear talks turned today from talk of progress to a blame game, with Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif accusing the United States of shifting its demands. He dismissed worrying that the U.S. is ready to quit the negotiations as counterproductive U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry threatened yesterday to walk away from nuclear talks as he signaled that diplomats won't conclude an agreement over coming hours, another delay that time could complicate American efforts to quickly implement any deal. Hours after his comments, Zarif met again with Kerry for another attempt at resolving differences standing in the way of the landmark deal that offers Iran sanctions relief in exchange for long-term and variable curbs on nuclear program. The talks are formally between Iran and 6 world powers. Ambitious Greek renewable power projects aimed at reducing country's dependence on energy imports from Russia will be halted for some time as the threat of exit from Europe prompts investors and financiers to put the brake on initiatives. Greece has submitted proposals on economic reforms in a last-ditch effort to secure a bailout from international creditors and prevent financial meltdown. Two investment sources familiar with plans say that the least 4 major solar and wind projects in Greece had stalled. The proposed submit by Greece commit Athens to prepare a new framework for the support of renewable energies, but the industry does not expect a trapped government to provide much help anytime soon. With foreign banks long since scared off industry, sources say the government of Greece's renewable energy sector will rely on Greek bank funding and private investment. Back to local news, the Ministry of Transport and Communications opened the first phase of Mahla Ismailia Road, which is 22 kilometers in the Wilaya of Dama Watayin. It is considered one of the main roads where it links with the wilayas of Kabul and Ibra. It will contribute in the development of tourism and trade movement for the villages of East Wadi in the Wilaya of Dama Watayin. This road is designed with the latest standard specifications to keep up with the geographical nature of the Wilaya, which is passing more than 15 villages. The Entertainment Center held a ceremony to conclude its Ramadan summer activities and programs in the Wilaya of Mana. The ceremony included an Inshad evening in the love of the leader and the country, a play on the social aspects in addition to Omani traditional arts. The programs of the center included workshops, training courses, as well as sports and cultural competitions. The youth expressed that the center contributed in development of their capabilities and knowledge in various fields. Ramadan month is a blessed month where hearts of Muslims are combined with intimacy and cordiality. Citizens in the Wilaya of Dabba in the Governorate of Musandam gather at iftar time in mosques close to their homes. They bring with them various kinds of meals to the mosque. The citizens inherited this Ramadan tradition from their forefathers a long time ago. After performing Tarawih prayers, people in the Wilaya of Dabba visit their relatives and neighbors. This tradition reflects a social solidarity and sense of togetherness among them during the holy month of Ramadan. The holy month of Ramadan represents a golden opportunity for government and private units to do welfare campaigns that reflect social solidarity among society members. Welfare campaigns include renovating and rebuilding of houses, doing maintenance for mosques, as well as buying Eid clothes for needy families in different wilayas of the Sultanate. Welfare campaigns also contain organizing education and entertainment activities for needy children and their families. Within the corporate social responsibility of Oman Tel, the first telecommunication company in Oman continues cooperation with the Civil Society Institute and charity groups by giving financial support to them. The aim of organizing these welfare campaigns is to spread culture of solidarity, cooperation and giving. Now for the general weather forecast. Partly cloudy to cloudy skies will prevail over the coastal areas and the nearby mountains of the Governorate of Dhofar, with chances of intermittent drizzles and fog on the mountains. Rest of the Sultan will have clear to partly cloudy skies with chances of rainfall, occasional thunderous accompanied by gust winds and hails over the Hajar Mountains and nearby areas. Winds will be southerly light to moderate along the coast of Sea of Oman, while it will be southeasterly to easterly light to moderate along the rest of the Sultanate. Seas along the coast of Arabian Sea will be rough with a maximum wave height of 4.5 meters, and rest of the coast it will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty the Sultan sends a cable of condolences to custodian of the two holy mosques on the death of His Royal Highness Prince Saud bin Faisal bin Abdulaziz Al Saud. Sultan Qaboos Mosque in the Wilayat of Nakhal in the Governorate of South Batna is opened. And fierce airstrikes and clashes take place in Yemen hours before an awaited humanitarian truce. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night.